normal change, what is the standard change, what is the emergency change, and what is the P1 case, P2 case, P3 case, and P4 case.
Hello everyone. Once again, welcome to Network Engineer Q&A session. Guys, today in this session, we will talk about day-to-day task of network engineer in the company. Many times you guys are asking about network troubleshooting tools, network ticketing tools, network monitoring tools. So today I am going to forward your question to a CCIE certified trainer who will be answering to your all questions related to network engineer day-to-day task in the industry, like about the network monitoring tool, about the ticketing tool, which type of issues are coming in the network, why companies are investing much amount to hire network engineers, and why skillful engineers are required. Guys, the demand of network engineer is keep increasing, right? So why infrastructure is so important, right? So the today's session is going to be very important and definitely it will be very interesting. So if you are a network engineer or if you are planning to become a network engineer, make sure you will watch this video till the end. Welcome, Puneet sir.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
How are you?
Sir, many times I have seen people are asking about network troubleshooting, about the ticketing tool, about the monitoring tool, how to measure the performance in the live network. And before talking about this, first of all, tell me why company need a skillful network engineer, why companies are investing much on their infrastructure, why infrastructure managing like infrastructure is complicated, and why it is important.
It's a very nice question, but actually it's not a single line answer.
Yes.
There is no single line answer for this question. First, means to understand why the company is investing so much on the network engineer.
Correct.
Or on their infra. So we need to understand what is the infrastructure and what is the requirement there.
Correct.
Right. So there is a company, they have their own infra and they have the lot of the employee. Right.
Correct.
So what their employee doing? So first we need to understand this. Suppose there is multiple MNCs companies or their employee is not doing any physical activity, physical jobs, right?
Correct.
So they are working on the data. And where is that data? Data is stored on any application server. That company have the lot of their internal application and employees are working on those applications basically, right? So those applications are hosted on the servers, right? If there is a connectivity issue, so employee are not able to access those servers.
Correct.
So suppose there is a server and that the 1000 employee are working on that application server and that server is going down. So what will be impact? Think about that. That
there will be huge loss.
Huge loss, right? The 1000 employee is not able to do anything.
Correct.
Simple, I am just taking a common example. We are daily purchasing something from the Amazon, right?
Correct.
So on Amazon server, Amazon.com, what is this? This is just application. It is hosted somewhere.
Yeah.
And we are accessing.
Correct.
Right? So if there is some issue, that network issue that you are not able to, user are not able to reach there or their server is down. So think about that for 1 hour or 1 day, if the Amazon server is down, so what will be the loss for that company? There will be a huge loss.
Yes.
So that is the requirement, that is the network engineer responsibility. They need to provide the complete infrastructure and the connectivity. Right? Even they should have the backup plan also. If one server is going down, so another one will be available, right? So that concept is called basically the DR and production network. Means one is our production network and another should be the backup network. So they after every quarter or every 6 months or after every 1 year, that should be tested also. If my production server is going down, so traffic is going to the backup or not.
Correct.
Right. So that should be. This is the reason the company is investing so much on the network engineer, or you can call it on their infra.
Correct.
Right. So their service should not be impacted. That is the main. Nowadays we can withdraw anything. Means if you want to withdraw the money from any ATM machine, we can withdraw. You are using the UPI, Google Pay, anything. So behind that the network is there.
Correct.
So think about that. If the network is going down for the Google Pay or Phone Pay for 1 day or for 1 hour, so what will happen?
Huge loss.
Huge loss. So you can assume so how much cost they need to invest on it. their infra should not be impacted.
Correct.
Right. So that's the reason the company is investing so much on their infrastructure.
Okay, so and doesn't matter where you have hosted the application. Maybe it is on cloud.
Yeah.
If it is on cloud,
That there is two type of the server in the network. One is the on-prem server. On-prem means if it is hosted on the your own
on
infra.
premises.
Yeah, that is called on-prem server. Another one is on cloud hosted. You can also host the application server on the cloud.
Correct.
So that make the connectivity from the cloud to infra, that is also the network engineer responsibilities.
Responsibility of network.
Because if user are not going to sit on the cloud, user are basically sitting in your company, your organization, right?
Yeah, or
They are
maybe
under
on the internet.
maybe on the internet, but your application is hosted on the clouds. So to make the connectivity between the cloud and on-prem network, that is also the network engineer responsibilities.
Correct. So now tell me the day-to-day task of network engineer, like if any company is going to hire. By the way, there are various roles.
Yes.
Right. First of all, tell me one thing, that if someone has just learned the CCNA plus CCNP,
Yes.
what job profile they can expect?
If anyone who has just completed the CCNA or CCNP, or he's just going to start their career in the networking domain and he joined the MNC's company, I'm talking about the MNCs.
Yeah.
In the small companies there, they have to do everything, right?
Correct.
But if it is a big company, that is if it is MNC's companies, there the new user, a fresher guy is joining, so he is not going to directly configure the devices.
Correct.
First, he will be the part of the NOC team.
Okay.
NOC team means what? He just need to monitor the alerts.
Okay.
If any alerts is coming, so that is their responsibility, that need to take care about that alert, which type of the alerts is there. It's a critical, because of there is also the categories. It's a critical alert, it's just a warning message. So that need to identify by the monitoring, means NOC engineer. If they are able to tackle those types, suppose there is alert when interface is going down, that there the network engineer is not required. That is the issue from the ISP end.
Correct.
So they just need to follow with the ISP. Hey, this interface is down. Your WAN connection is down. Can you just check from your end or something else? So if the ISP is going to confirm, they know it's not our issue, you just need to check on your end. Then they just need to forward that ticket to any other engineer. Then after that there is L1. Then after that there is L2 and L3. L3 you can assume that is the last escalation. So if the L3 is also not able to resolve the issue, then also they have, suppose that device is there, that device is weird, means that device behavior is weird. It's not like OSPF is there. So I'm just taking an example. There is two router and we are running the OSPF, it should be from the neighbors, but it is not coming up, right? So if I'm just taking an example, it's not
correct.
So in that case, if your device is having weirds, in that case also the network engineer need us external support. That means where I can call to the Cisco TAC. Hey, I am using your device, I am facing this issue. So I need to open the TAC case with the Cisco.
Okay.
Right, and then from the TAC assistant center, means from there I will get an engineer and they will assist us. If there is any hardware issue, any software issue, so we need to upgrade, or that's the way. Any other configuration issue, so first level is the escalation level is the L1. If L1 is not able to resolve, then it should be go with the L2. If L2 is not able to also resolve, then it should be go with the L3.
Okay.
Right. So L1 means after complete your CCNA and CCNP, you are going to join an MNC, so you will be the part of the NOC team or monitoring team, you can.
Okay. And what we call to that profile, network engineer?
That is
L1
also
network engineer.
L1 network engineer,
Okay.
NOC engineer. So that is also the profiles, means they are also the engineer, just label is different.
And their role and responsibility is basically monitoring, checking the events.
Yes. Because of you are just going to joining a company, right? And suppose you are not full confident what will happen if I'm going to execute that command, right? And you are just going to do a blunder, any mistake. Suppose by mistake you shut down any trunk interface. Think about that, what will happen.
Correct.
So to NOC engineer, they will not have the config access, right? They will just have the SO command. They can just execute the SO command.
Okay. Great. So this is one profile in the networking industry, and anyone can start their career as L1 network engineer just after completing CCNA plus CCNP.
Yes.
Right? Even they have graduate or non-graduate doesn't matter.
No, for the MNC's company, if you're talking, so graduation is really required.
Graduation is required
Yes.
in any stream.
In
Stream
any
doesn't
stream,
matter.
might be in the first job, there can be an issue to get the job, right? If you are non-technical graduate, in the first job only.
Okay.
Then after that, it doesn't matter you are BA graduate or BSc graduate or BTech or BCom.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. After 1 or 2 year of experience, your whatever the things you are going to mention in your resume, right? You are going to mention, you know, the OSPF, you know, the BGP, you know, the MPLS, right? You know, the SD-WAN or SD access. So that technical things, which one you are mentioning in your resume, that you should know. Rest of the company, just they are going to judge on your technical things. They are not going to judge on your basic, what the degree you have, right?
So if someone have, let's say, sir, join the company as a NOC engineer, so they are not allowed to configure anything. They have just
First time they are
verified.
not. If it is a small company, again I'm coming on the
Yeah.
side. If it's small company, then they have to do everything.
Yes, correct.
But
You
if it is a MNCs, so as a for the fresher, they are not going to allow to configure anything. Even after 5 years, 4 years, 6 years of experience, guys also, they are not going to configure many major
changes.
Most of them means, as I know, one of my known person, one of my friend, he has the more than 12 of year of experience, and he is handling a team that is the NOC team. He is the team lead,
Okay.
and he has the 12 year of experience. Still, he is not allowed to configure anything.
Oh.
He is just managing a team who is the monitoring the alerts.
Okay.
So he have the more than 10 means 12 of year of experience, but still is not allowed to configure anything. So some of the companies are also there. If you are working as L2 also, then still you are not allowed to configure anything.
Okay, great, great. So, but if someone have joined the company, on which tool they are going to work?
So there we have to understand there is one is the monitoring tools. Just I'm talking about the NOC team is working and they are monitoring the alerts. So there is a monitoring tools like the LibreNMS, like the SolarWind, right?
Correct.
So these are the tools, they are monitoring your devices, right? If any alert is coming on your device, any device interface is going down, or for that one, obviously in the backend SNMP should be configured. But if anything is going down, so what will be happen? You'll be get an alert. So in that monitoring tools, they will get it. Otherwise, obviously in my previous organization there I was working, that the inventory was there, more than 10,000 devices was there. So it's not easy to monitor each and every devices, right?
Correct.
So there is a monitoring tools, that monitoring tools is monitoring those all the devices. If any alert is, if anything is going to happen, right, any interface is going down or any device is going down, so immediately will that monitoring tools will trigger the alerts, right? According to that alerts, there will be a ticketing tools also, right? So ticketing tools is the different thing, which one is going to open the ticket.
Okay.
So a network engineer who is working, right, so he should be get a ticket.
Okay.
And that ticket, in that ticket, it will be mentioned what is the issue, right? Who is the owner of that ticket,
Right.
and what is the and for which location that issue is there, basically, right? So ticketing tools is we have in the industry right now, like ServiceNow, Jira. These are the ticketing tools, and LibreNMS and SolarWind. These are the monitoring tools. Right. So if you are going to anyone, if you are they are working or they are going to join any company, so obviously they have to work on the ServiceNow also and Jira also.
Correct.
Right. So that alerts you will be getting.
According to that, you need to take
Yes.
action. Okay. So this is the task.
This is the
Main task.
Main task.
From morning to evening.
Morning to evening. That is for monitoring teams, and the network engineer team, they are getting the ticket, and on the goose ticket they need to work and depend on the ticket issue.
So let's say one L1 engineer have received one ticket from the customer or from anywhere.
Yes.
They are only allowed to verify, run show command. So who is going to fix the issue?
Suppose that L1 engineer is there, he is only allowed to execute the show command. right? So command suppose complete that site is unreachable. So obviously, if that site is unreachable, there isn't some issue with the ISP end, or there is some power failure on that particular site, right?
Correct.
So they need to identify it's a technical issue, or it is a power failure, or it's a issue from with the this is the issue from the service provider.
Yes.
So there the network engineer is not required, right?
Right.
So they will keep that ticket with them only, and they need to follow the ISP, or if there is a power issue on that particular site, so they need to follow with the site engineer, means local site person. Hey, what is the issue? What is the update? Now the power is fixed, and they need to follow again and again, right?
Okay.
If that they feel like there is a technical issue, right, that is not a ISP, that issue is not related to the ISP, or there is a devices or reachable, still there is no power issue. So there is a technical issue is there, so they need to forward that ticket to the L2 engineer
L2 engineer.
with their finding. I have worked on this ticket and I observe these things. The site is up. From the service provider, I have already checked, there is no issue, and from the site also I got the information, there is no power issue. So please look into this. What is the next step? How we can process?
Wow. Nicely answered.
Yes.
And as you have more than 15 years of experience and you worked with various company on various technologies,
Yes.
which type of issues are generally,
If you are talking about the network, so network will never stable.
every time there will
Every
be
time
some
there will
issue?
be some issue in the network.
Which are the most popular issues?
So if there is a issue, so issue is occurring, it's a means every time will be get the different type is for issue,
Different types of issues.
right? Sometimes suppose you got a ticket, that server is not reachable. You got a ticket from the one engineer, this server is not reachable. So you just need to ask with them, can you please send me the source IP and destination IP? If it is mentioned in that ticket, then fine. Otherwise, it is not mentioned. You need to connect with the user and need to ask where is the source and where is the destination. Then after that, you have to check the multiple things. There is a routing issue. There is anything from the any other issue. Might be there is a server where the server is connected. That interface is down, or there is some on the interface there is some CRC error or some error is there. So those all the things that we need to be observed. Basically, we need to check. So as I remember, the last time I got the same ticket, like the server is unreachable, and I was on that, means I was in the shift on that time, so I got that ticket directly. That ticket was assigned to me directly, and I found there where the server is connected, that port is unreachable, or that port is into the error disable state.
Error disable state.
Error disable state.
Oh.
So it's means
Now various
production
reason
network
can
there
be
be a there you can be get the known issue and unknown issue also.
correct.
But your concept should be the clear how you are going to troubleshoot the issue. That is the most important.
So if someone has mastered CCN and CCNP, they know everything about CCNA and CCNP.
If you know the packet flow properly,
Okay.
how
Let's
the
suppose,
traffic
yes.
is going, packet flow is the much more important for the troubleshooting point of view. Doesn't matter you are the L1, L2 or L3. If you don't know the packet flow, you will be not able to solve the issue in the production network. Because of here we are learning, or any training institute you are going to learn, there are 4 router, 2 switches, they are just going to connect, they are going to run the OSPF, EIGRP, you are just pinging. But in the production network, actually the topology is not visible.
Correct.
You have to trace, you have to ping, you have to just create the topology in front of you, how the devices are connected, from where to where you are facing the issue, where is the source, where is the destination. Either it's going by the tunnel or it's going by the MPLS. So those all the things you should be observing.
Yes. When you were working in the HCL,
Yes.
at that time, how you had access to the entire infrastructure? SSH?
SSH, obviously in the production network, telnet is not allowed.
Okay.
You have to do the SSH. Even also there is one more thing. In my previous organization, what was happening? I was accessing the network equipment directly from my laptop. I just need to connect with the I need to connect with the VPN, and then after that I can access directly my any network of equipment. I had the access. But here in my previous organization where I was working, or in the lot of the organization, There is the different concept. A network engineer directly can't be access the network equipment. There is a jump box, and from that jump box only that is allowed to access the SSH. That
Okay.
means if I'm going to access any devices, first what I have to do, I have to first log in on the jump box, and to log in the jump box also I have to connect with the VPN first. If I'm working in the I'm working from home, then I have to connect with the VPN. If I'm working from office, then there is no issue. That because of that, if I'm working from the office, that means I'm in the company infra, right?
Correct.
But if I'm working from home, then I have to connect with the VPN.
Correct.
So if I'm going to connect, first I will need to connect with the VPN. Then after that, what will happen? I will log in on the jump host, and from that jump host is nothing, that is just you can assume it's a physical machine or the virtual machine, right? You just need to log in on that machine, and from there you need to access the devices through the SSH. So directly you can't be access the devices through the SSH from your personal laptop.
Correct. Correct.
You are getting the point.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's the way.
Great. Very nicely answered. Okay. So we have discussed the role and responsibility of network engineer. We have also discussed about the troubleshooting tool and monitoring tool.
Yes.
We also discussed how you have access of the complete infrastructure through your laptop, from your home, from your office.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to add
I
for the
believe for
freshers?
the freshers who just completed that the CCNA and CCNP, they just need to know this process before going to join any company, and that also the process, what is the normal change, what is the standard change, what is the emergency change, and what is the P1 case, P2 case, P3 case, and P4 case. So I believe these things should know before going to join any company. So I believe on these topic we can make a separate videos.
Correct. Correct.
Right? What is the P1 case, P2 case, P3 or P4, or what is the normal change, what is the process for normal change, standard change, and emergency change. So these things that we are going to cover in the next videos, I believe. That will be better.
We will have one podcast for the troubleshooting, like the CRC error, slowness, and one for these topics.
Yes.
And in future, I will also share some topics, the proper topics which engineers are asking questions.
Yeah. And also we are trying to make one more podcast on the wireless also.
Wireless,
because of
okay.
it's a common issue for every enterprise level
Yes,
network.
yes. And
because
even
of everywhere we are using the wireless, so
and contents are limited.
So we'll make the videos on the wireless also.
Wireless as well. Okay, sir. One more thing, like someone have completed the graduation, they have learned CCNA, CCNP, they have joined the company.
Okay.
He is working as a L1 engineer.
Okay.
For how long time they should work in same company at same position?
As I believe, if you are going to join the first company, so at least the network engineer should be stay there for 1 year minimum.
1 year, okay.
In that 1 year, they need to learn the concept, whatever because of if he have already means completed the CCN and NP training, so he know the basic things, right? But they should be keep learning, and after 1 year they can change the job.
Okay. After 1 year.
After 1 year. So
and let's say someone has already started their career in NOC as L1 engineer past 5 years ago. He is continuously working from last 5 years as a L1 network engineer only. He is trying to change but not able to crack, let's say, interview.
So as per my opinion, if anyone is there and he is working from the last 5 years as a L1 NOC engineer, so I believe he is in the comfort zone. He should be out from their comfort zone first.
They need to update.
They need to update. They need to learn the latest technology. They need to learn. They need to spend the time on their self first, and then after that they can change the job.
Okay.
Because of you, from the last 5, you are just monitoring the alerts and you are creating the ticket and forwarding to the next level of the engineer. So that means you are in the comfort zone.
Many people are, actually stuck at this level.
So they need to think about that. They should have to come out from their comfort zone first. They have to first decide what they want to achieve.
Correct. They can go for modern networking like SD-WAN.
SD-WAN, SD access automation. There is lot of the things they need to. Even if they are working on the as a L1 engineer from the last 5 years, so I have the strong belief they don't know about the routing and switching part also.
Correct.
They have to understand the packet flow, routing, switching also. Those all the things are required.
They should first learn then CCNA, CCNP again. Doesn't matter you have learned it how many times in past.
But as I believe it, they are working as a L1 engineer from the last 5 years, so they never took any training. That means they never attended any training in their previous, means in the past, right?
Okay.
That's the reason they just joined the company, and from there they just started the earning and learning both. There means whatever they have learned, they learn from the same organization.
They know about
they know if there is a issue is coming, so what I need to do. They know the process, but technically they don't know. So there is lot of the people in the organization, in the company also, they are working as a network engineer. They are going to execute the command, but they actually don't know what will be the impact if I'm going to execute the command. But they can fix the issue.
They are able to fix the issue, but they don't know like how they have fixed the issue.
What happened if I executed this command?
Correct. So guys, sir has answered to many questions very nicely, and hope it's clear to you. If you have any question, query, concern, you can let me know in the comment section. In future, we are planning to discuss many real-time scenarios and your questions through this podcast, Network Engineer Q&A session. But it is not possible without your feedback. So, how was the session? It was helpful for you or not? If we need any improvement to share our knowledge, see, we know we are very good technically, but we are not expert in sharing knowledge. Right, so here definitely you can share your feedback, and we will work on that to improve it.
Obviously, they need to share their feedback. Then accordingly, we can make the videos.
Yes.
And here basically we are just sharing our experience. What is the what we have done so far, what is going into the industry right now. So just we are making the awareness. That's it. That is our purpose.
Because guys, you know, like we have experience, we have knowledge, and many people are just starting their career, or they have started and stuck somewhere. So we can help them technically to achieve what we have already achieved. So technically we are very good, and we can help you to learn the technology, to master the technology, and to achieve what we have already achieved in life. But if you are going to share feedback, then we can improve our knowledge sharing as well, because we are not expert in knowledge sharing now. Okay, so your feedback is very important. That's all for today. And now, if you have learned something from this session, then hit on like button and share your feedback in the comment section. We'll meet soon in the next podcast session. Till then, stay safe, guys. Bye bye. Thank you so much.